Namaste. I'm waiting because most videos I do lately stop at the beginning, so this one's not going to. Good morning. Namaste. It's Leanne Peters here. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook. I spoke too soon. Welcome. Yeah. Now I don't know what to do. I'll start again, shall I? Thanks, Facebook. So welcome. My name's Leanne Peters. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook and Temple of Balance on YouTube. And I'm here to share some guidance for Sunday and Monday. That's Sunday the 5th and Monday the 6th of May. So, how are you? I trust you're feeling good and you're having a great weekend. It's a bit cool here, hence the all the clothes I'm wearing, and it's been raining, so I've got a towel down and just sitting outside in the fresh air. I'm coming to you live now from Tasmania, Australia. It is Sunday the 5th of May here at exactly what? It's 8:27 a.m. The cat's here attentively listening to me. So welcome, extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light family, and all of those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. Now, if you're new to watching, welcome. What I'm going to be doing today, shock horror, I'm going to be using my combined Speed of Light Oracle cards. So that includes my Speed of Light Oracle and my Animal Kingdom Oracle cards are combined to make a 110 card deck. And I'll be using this deck to look for the best card for Sunday the 5th of May, and then the best card for Monday the 6th of May, and then the best card for the theme for Sunday and Monday. So I'm not doing personal requests for guidance here today. This is general guidance for everyone. So I trust that you've been led here for a reason. And no, we don't have monkeys. That's just a very loud, I think it might be a wattle bird of some type. It gets a bit screechy, but it's definitely not a monkey in the background. Some people think we have monkeys. We don't have monkeys here in Tasmania. We have the Tasmanian devil. I've actually never ever seen a Tasmanian devil in the wild. They are a real thing. They're not just from the cartoons. We do have Tasmanian devils here. I've seen them in captivity, but they're nocturnal, of course, and they live more out in the sort of wilderness areas. So I've never seen one in real life, in the wild. That's a question that people often ask me. So I just thought I'd throw that out there. So anyway, let's get started. I'm looking for the best card for Sunday the 5th of May. So I trust that the best card will find its way to the top. The best card meaning the best card for the majority of us at this time. So just take on board what feels right during our time together and let the rest of the information go if it doesn't make sense. We have an Animal Kingdom Oracle card, and it's the Doe, card 41. The Doe. The Doe says to feel deeply. So Sunday, out of all the cards to come up out of this deck, we're being encouraged to let ourselves feel. To feel the deep myriad or spectrum of what we're feeling as we progress through our Sunday. And really I love to live by letting my feelings be my guide. My feelings inspire how my day flows, but I'm lucky enough to not have a 9-to-5 job or, I'm quite flexible. I've created my life to be quite flexible. So for me, it works for me to feel my way through my day and see how I feel in regards to what I'm going to do or how I'm going to approach things. So at this point, being a Sunday and actually being a day where I don't have any commitments as such, although I've already done a few commitments that I did have today, I've already done them. So I've really got the whole day ahead to just see how I feel. So what can you do with your feelings on Sunday? How can you flow more with how you feel? Have you been rejecting or denying or ignoring how you feel? You know, get away from me. I don't want to be feeling that. Have you been resisting those feelings? And if so, is it working for you? I would assume if you've been resisting your feelings that you'd be feeling pretty scattered, maybe stagnant or stuck, maybe quite overwhelmed. So what I found, and what I would suggest you try and see if it works for you, is listening to your feelings and letting your feelings flow to the next feeling. Let them really become your guide. So how can you do that? I feel that a big key to our feeling is our body. Our body's a very sensitive, highly in tune instrument. And we can, if we're not sure how we feel, because sometimes our feelings lean towards our thoughts, and sometimes our feelings lean towards our body. So if I'm not sure how I feel, because I might be having a lot going on in my mind, I will stop and connect with my body. So I'll sit in my heart, I'll do a scan or a check-in of my body and see how my body's feeling, and I'll trust my body's lead on what I feel I need to do. What are the little feelings, the subtle feelings that are going on in my body? So that's how I tune into my feelings, and I trust them. So we're being encouraged through Doe's message for Sunday to feel deeply. Listen. The doe's ears are huge. They're almost as big as the doe's face. So we're really being encouraged to listen and pay attention to how we feel. If we feel angry, we feel angry. If we feel like we're struggling, we feel like we're struggling. So when we admit these types of feelings that might be more uncomfortable or loud, when we admit those to ourselves, and sometimes even by verbalizing it, can help get the energy moving. So if you're struggling, acknowledge, hey, I'm struggling. I'm listening to it, that feeling that I'm struggling right now, and now what can I do about it? How can I release or reduce that struggle so that I can feel more content or in flow in my life? So just a few tips. I trust something helpful for you, but very much a feeling day on Sunday by the feel of it. For the majority of us anyway. It might not be that way for you. But listening may also be important because the doe's ears are very big, so reminding us really to listen and pay attention. So that's Sunday. Now let's look for Monday the 6th of May. Monday the 6th. It's not Monday for any of us yet, so this will be in our future. We'll see how it flows, unless you're watching the replay, and a big hello if you are. This is the Speed of Light Oracle card for Monday the 6th. Oh, look at this. This is Expanded Love. I love this card. It's card 24. And it says productivity, teamwork, and holding space. So I don't know if you can see it, but these are two people here, two figures, joined or merged, if you like, united, and their arms or their energy like wings wrapped around the earth. That's how I drew this. That was my intention drawing it, even though you'd have to look pretty closely at it to see that. So this is about coming together with at least one other person for a common purpose, a common reason, a common intention, a common interest, coming together in love. So love doesn't have to mean a sexual side of love, although it could be. It could just be a love for something, that we're coming together with a common, what's the word I'm looking for? Common interest, but there's another word there. Maybe it will come later. I'm not going to try and force it. So there's a sense here of productivity, of working together, and really looking at how we can come together with at least another person, if that's what we're inspired to do, to expand the feeling that we're having. You know, I'm thinking of, those conversations we have that just inspire us. I'm thinking of those connections that we have with the right person at the right moment that just expands us. And this expansion is not just for us as an individual or for the other person. It's it's happening for the greater good of the planet. So we've got the earth in here. So as we come together in love, and as we expand our energy, as we expand our passion, oh, the cat's twitching. As we expand that, we're actually helping the planet. So expanded love for Monday, coming together, a sense of love, productivity, and a beautiful sense of expansion and holding space, perhaps with at least one other person. I trust that makes sense for you. So now I'm looking for the best card for the theme for Sunday and Monday. The cat and I are squished onto my towel. So she doesn't want to be sitting on wet ground either. She's squishing up here on the towel with me, which is very cute. So the theme card will help bring these days together and help us see the bigger picture for Sunday and Monday. What will it be? Okay, we'll go with this. It's a Speed of Light Oracle. Oh, it's the Tree Maiden. This adds a very interesting energy to the day. Sorry, Puss, to these couple of days. It's card 42, the Tree Maiden. It says endings, surrender, growth, illumination. This is our potency card. So this brings a sense of potency, of amplification, things being louder than what they might seem. The mountain, making the molehill into a mountain, making the drama into a big drama, making the argument into a war. There's this sense of amplifying potency that's coming through with this card for Sunday and Monday. So this is bringing that sort of soft listening feeling energy for Sunday, and the beautiful expanded love energy for Monday. That soft, feels very soft and feeling those cards for those specific days. This is bringing like an amplifying of that. So there might be a need over Sunday and Monday for us to find the eye within the storm. We might need to find the calm within the chaos. So there might be drama playing out around us. There might be a sense of potency. There might be other people that are really struggling and want to, engage us in a war at the moment. That sort of intenseness rather than just a simple disagreement. It might end up being like quite a battle that someone's wanting to fight with us. But we can choose to put weapons down. We don't have to engage in the war or the disagreement or the drama or the chaos. So even though it's probably going to be around on Sunday and Monday, we can fly under the radar, if you like, or above the storm by connecting in with how we feel, by expanding our feeling of love, by listening to how we feel. Now, this is not a bad card because it also brings highlight and our attention to things in our life that aren't working. So the little triggers, the little issues that we have, probably going to be a little bit louder. There's like salt being put onto the wound, ouch. So we might notice a few ouchy things over Sunday and Monday that are kind of blown out of proportion. And if they irritate and bug us, then that's something that we can learn in that situation. So sometimes the little annoyances go through a little bit of a potency or a louder time to try and get our attention. And that might be what happens over Sunday and Monday. Maybe not the whole Sunday and Monday, but there might be little snippets within those days that are quite loud and agitating. Okay, let's sit with that feeling and work out why we feel it. Is there another time in the past where we felt something similar? Are we lashing out at a person because we're angry at what happened in the past? There might be some sort of trigger that's going on. There's a lot of endings too in this card, and we're really being encouraged. The cat's back, she wants some towel. We're really being encouraged to notice what's expired in our life. What's come to a natural ending? What are we not interested in or don't resonate with any longer? We might have to let it go. And Sunday and Monday might be a bit louder with that. So don't be afraid of endings. Don't be afraid of changes and closing doors and on expired parts of our life. So those expired parts may be a little loud and a little tricky over Sunday and Monday. But the key really is to listen to how we feel. And as we feel those feelings and let those triggers stir the feeling, then we can use our healing tools to help us heal and release, let that go, close those doors and do what we need to do. So I trust that makes sense for your Sunday and Monday, and you will know more as your days progress. So just keep this guidance in mind, and whatever stood out for you, whatever you want to implement, see how you go, see how you flow. But remember, the key to flowing is your feeling. It's not thinking. Your key to flowing is feeling. So remember, your feelings are emotions. They want to be in motion. The more we try and hold on to a feeling or ignore a feeling, the more stagnant we're going to feel. So to be in the flow, we need to really honour and embrace all feelings, no matter how we feel. You know, that's like when I come on here and I'm feeling angry or agitated, or I'm struggling, or I'm feeling vulnerable. I think it's really important that you see me as a role model, if I am a role model for you, that I am sitting in my feelings. Just because I feel like I might have been struggling a couple of days ago doesn't mean I still am now. Usually when I share that I am, it gets the energy moving straight away. The cat's very attentively listening to me. So, you know, I think it's important that we recognise all feelings and let them flow. So thank you so much for connecting and being here and spending your precious time with me. I've used my combined Animal Kingdom Oracle cards with my Speed of Light Oracle cards today. If you want to learn more about both decks or either decks, you can have a look on my website. They've been completely created by me, and by purchasing them you support my work, but also you've then got a tool that can help you with your self-healing or your journey in general. So have a look if you're interested. They're great cards to use. So thank you. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment or share if you're inspired to. Here she is. And if you want to connect more privately, just send us a message through our website. See, she just loves listening. She's so content here right now. So thank you. Now, if you live in Melbourne, our early bird tickets for our Melbourne events, that Spiritual Surgery Practitioners course, which is fantastic, and our Shamanic Healing Day coming up on the 15th and 16th of June, the early bird tickets close for those on the 15th of May. That's only next Wednesday. So if you want to get to Melbourne and if you want to be a part of our events, now's your time to get the tickets because they're cheaper, the early bird prices. That ends next week. So check that out on my website if you're in Melbourne. They're great events if you're inspired to come along. I'd love to meet you and spend some time with you sharing what I know and creating some space for healing and learning. So thank you. Have a look on my website. Also, I have new crystal pendants out on the website. I think there's only 3 or 4 left now. So some really beautiful pieces. Please have a look if you're inspired to. And if you want to learn more about me and the work that I do, please visit my website at templeofbalance.com.au. Thank you so much. It is the 5th of May today, which we could also say, or it's the 5th of May for me. It may not quite be for you yet, but it's the 5th of the 5th. And as you may know, if you've been following my work for a while, I do try and host healing events on the power day of the month. That's today. So you might hear from me again later with a healing event. I'm just very much going to be in my feelings today. I've had a very busy couple of weeks, and today's my sort of in-between day where I don't have workshops and things that I'm attending. So I'm just going to really be in how I feel today, but I might be back later in a few hours with a 5-5 healing event. So if you are going about your day and you see that, then great, or come back tomorrow and check and see if there's a video there for you if you're busy, or go offline. So thanks so much for connecting. I've really enjoyed spending this time with you today, and I trust you have too. So sending you lots of love from my heart to yours. Namaste. Bye.